Welcome to a new video from Swasti Wellness. Today's topic is Bloom's taxonomy. It will be simply explained with examples. Please watch this full video. It will be helpful for both the teachers and students. If you are watching this video for the first time, please don't forget to subscribe my channel. Before going to the topic, we will see one important quote from Socrates. I cannot teach anybody anything. I can only make them think. The same way, the teachers also make the students to learn by themselves. What is Bloom's taxonomy? It's a very important topic, and Bloom's taxonomy was formulated by Benjamin Bloom in the year 1956. He proposed this to help the teachers and students. It was developed to provide a common language for teachers to discuss and exchange learning and assessment methods. It also helps the teachers to distinguish different levels of human cognition like thinking, learning, and understanding. This taxonomy was revised by Lauren Anderson in the year 2001. Bloom's taxonomy by Benjamin Bloom in the year 1956. According to him, there are 6 levels, including the lower and higher order, like knowledge, comprehension, application, analysis, synthesis, and evaluation. Here, lower order includes knowledge, comprehension, and application, and higher order includes analysis, synthesis, and evaluation. When 2001, Anderson revised this Bloom's taxonomy. Again, 6 classifications were there, but few changes have made. Revised taxonomy includes remembering, understanding, applying, analyzing, evaluating, and creating. Bloom's taxonomy, the original terms were noun and the new terms are verb. So, the knowledge changed to remembering, comprehension changed to understanding, application changed to applying, analysis changed to analyzing, synthesis changed to creating, and the last part in the revised taxonomy is creating instead of evaluation. According to taxonomy by Bloom, there are 3 domains in learning: cognitive domain, affective domain, and psychomotor domain. Cognitive domain, the mode of learning is by thoughts or thinking. The example of cognitive domain are memorizing, reasoning, etc. Second one, affective domain. Here the mode of learning is by emotions or feelings. Examples include appreciation, motivation, etc. Third one, psychomotor domain. Mode of learning is by actions or doing. Examples include typing, playing, etc. In the taxonomy, the lower order, that is the remembering, which means learner is able to recall, restate, and remember learned information. Here some examples are like quiz, worksheet, and label. Some of the potential activities the teachers can give the students are: make a story map showing the main events of the story, make a timeline of a typical day of yours, make a concept map of the topic, etc. So, here the teacher makes the students to recognize, find, or identify something. Next is understanding. Here the learner grasps the meaning of information by interpreting and translating what has been learned, either by paraphrasing, classifying, summarizing, or explaining. The learner can answer the questions. The potential activities can be given. Some examples includes write in your own words, cut out or draw pictures to illustrate a particular event in the story, report to the class, illustrate what you think the main idea may have been, etc. Third one is applying. Here the learner make use of information in a context different from the one in which it was already learned. For example, interview, diary, journal. So the potential activities a teacher can give to her students are construct a model to demonstrate how it looks or works, practice a play and perform before the class, make a diorama to illustrate an event. Thus, by conducting some interviews or make the students to write diary or writing in the journals or presentations, the students can apply their knowledge. Next is analyzing, which means breaking the information into its component elements. For example, by doing survey or graph, checklist, preparing a chart, etc. Here's few potential activities are there. The teachers can make the students to learn. Use a Venn diagram to show how two topics are the same and different. Design a questionnaire to gather information. Survey classmates to find out what they think about a particular topic and analyze the result. Thus, by comparing, organizing, finding, a student can analyze some particular topic. Next one is evaluating. Judging the value of ideas, materials, and methods by developing and applying standards and criteria. Here, the few examples are here. Debate, panel, investigation. By doing some potential activities, the teachers can make the students to learn. Write a letter to the editor, prepare and conduct a debate, prepare a list of criteria to judge. Thus, by judging, testing, detecting, or monitoring, the teachers can evaluate the performance of students. The last one is creating. Putting together ideas or elements to develop a original idea or engage in creative thinking. Here the teacher makes the students to create something. For example, making a film or song, story, project. The potential activities can be given are compose a music video using images and background music. Design a powerful theme for an organization. Plan a professional presentation, etc. Here are some terms which help the students and teachers to understand more about the taxonomy levels. First, knowledge. Define, identify, describe, recognize, tell, explain, recite, memorize, illustrate, and quote. Second, understand, summarize, interpret, classify, compare, contrast, infer, relate, extract, paraphrase, cite. And the third one, apply, solve, change, relate, complete, use, sketch, teach, articulate, discover, and transfer. Fourth, analyze, contrast, connect, relate, devise, correlate, illustrate, distill, conclude, categorize, and take apart. Fifth one, evaluate, criticize, reframe, judge, defend, appraise, value, prioritize, plan, grade, reframe. The last one, sixth, create, design, modify, role play, develop, rewrite, pivot, modify, collaborate, invent, and write. Bloom's taxonomy and the revised taxonomy helps the teachers to make decision about the classification of content. Then it helps the students critically analyze the information or knowledge. I hope everyone understood about the Bloom's taxonomy and its very important topic in teaching and learning methods. Thanks for watching my video. Please like and subscribe my channel. I will come with a new video soon. Please keep watching.